What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, I decided today that I wanted to do something different than I've ever done on the channel before. You know, it's very easy as a crypto content creator to just say things. Hey, we bought Kaspa at this price. We bought Ethereum at this price. We bought Bitcoin at this price. And unless you have a YouTube video on your channel public to prove it, or unless you have, say, a Patreon that you're doing it live in action there, creators can kind of just say they've done all types of shit to build up credibility without ever needing to prove anything. And as we recently did just launch HGAlgo, and I've told you all consistently that I'm doing 90% of all of my investing based off of HGAlgo alone, I decided that, you know what? I want the proof to be in the pudding. I want to put full transparency on the table, show people exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I'm investing in, exactly how I'm going about this market. And if I fail, I fail publicly. If I succeed, I succeed publicly. And that's because I'm just that confident in the strategies that I've developed over the last 4 to 5 years, right? And so because of that, what I'm going to do for you all today, and I'm sure you've seen by the title, I'm going to walk you through step by step every single crypto that I've just recently bought this week and every weekend going forward that I'm available. Obviously, maybe I might be gone a weekend or whatever, but every weekend that I possibly can, I'm going to show you exactly what cryptos that I've been buying, the prices that I've been buying in that, the amounts that I've been buying, literally everything. And my belief here is that as this bull market does ramp on, even if we do see a pullback over the next few weeks or the next few months, I don't care, that over the long term, a year for 2 years from now, that this portfolio that I'm going to start building with you here on the channel starting last week is going to produce some outstanding results. And so, like I mentioned before, if I fail publicly. If I succeed publicly. And that's the challenge that I like. That's the risk that I like. And that's kind of like the way that I like to go about life. So let's talk about how this is going to go. Now, as a quick little recap, if you don't know what HGAlgo is, what you can see here is HGAlgo is an indicator that my company designed, in which it lets us know based off of the strategies that me, myself, and many other creators have put together into one, best times to be buying, best times to be taking profit. Quite simple, very easy to understand. And what I've decided to do is I built up an entire strategy of how I invest into cryptos based off of HGAlgo. Now I have a free course, literally free. There are no upsells, nothing like that. That's coming this week. Based off of, it's just going to basically explain like on the 30-minute time frames, when this flashes, I buy this much. This flashes, I buy this much. I do this, that, this, that. Literally, I've built this whole strategy out for basically since January 1st on how I'm going to be going about it based off of how things have performed historically. And so because of that, again, yes, for example, on the 30-minute time frames, whenever I get a flash of Bitcoin right here, like a DCA plus flash, meaning that this is a good buy time for Bitcoin, I buy $500 worth of Bitcoin. That's just the way that I go about it. It's just kind of what's worked best for me, right? And what I want you to understand is when I do start showing you dollar amounts, which is something I've never done on the channel before, but when I do start showing you dollar amounts or exact numbers, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to flex it. I'm literally just trying to be as transparent as possible about this. And so we're just going to go for it. Okay, we're just going to go for it. I'm just going to show you guys flat out what I'm doing and what I'm doing in the back end. Okay, so that's what HGAlgo is. That's what the vast majority of my investing strategy is based upon. There are times in which I will buy not based off of HGAlgo. Say, for example, some great Solana news comes out and its price starts going up. HGAlgo doesn't flash because its price is going up. Then I still might buy some Solana because I did like the news that came out. There's a 10%. 10% of the time that'll happen, but the majority of the time my investing is because of HGAlgo, because I don't have time to just stare at charts all day. I just simply do not have time anymore while I'm running my companies. And so because of that, okay, let's get started and let's break down this portfolio. So what I've done is I went on CoinMarketCap and I created a portfolio. So since last week, every purchase that I made last week, I've added those purchases into this portfolio, and we're going to track this portfolio over time to see if I do well or if I don't do well. Okay. What you can see here is that last week I invested roughly $3,300 and about $40. And the reason I say that is because, again, the profit currently is at $120 in the last week for a gain of roughly 3%. Now, what you can see here is we did purchase some Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Kaspa, Fantom, AVAX, and Chainlink, and I do have the proof on all of that over in my Patreon. I post my live buys. The moment I buy, it gets automatically sent over to my Patreon, and what you can see here is that all of my purchases are here. I just sent out the weekly recap here, as you can see, but again, yesterday I purchased some Solana. Yesterday I purchased these. On the 16th I purchased these. On the 15th I purchased these. The 15th I purchased these. The 14th, etc., etc. So what you can see here is that I'm not just going in and making up numbers. I've actually been posting these on the days that I'm posting them. If you want to see what I'm purchasing live, check out my Patreon. If you want to just get recaps, just tune in on the weekends and you'll be able to see what I'm buying after the fact, okay? Now, looking at this, okay, as I mentioned before, I did purchase a couple here. So Chainlink, AVAX, Fantom, Kaspa, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana. Now, the vast majority of what I purchased last week was actually Solana in terms of like DCA averages. And it's not that I prefer Solana over the rest of them, is that Solana was just giving us some of the best indications, right? If we go down to Solana here, we look at this 30-minute chart, we were just getting a lot of DCA signals. We were getting consistent DCA signals. And what I've actually done is I went in and circled the moments in which I did actually go in and buy. So I was buying in the vast majority of all of these DCA moments. This was actually just kind of a sporadic spur of the moment buy because I had a little bit of extra cash, but I still did add that in there. Again, 10% of the time I'll invest kind of on my own. But again, yes, I was buying as Solana was giving us these DCA signals. Generally speaking, when Solana gives me a 30-minute DCA signal, I'll buy $200 to $300. But again, that'll be kind of refined in the free course that I do release. Now, what you can see here is, again, yes, Solana was just giving us a ton of DCA signals. The vast majority of them did go up. This one is about a break even right now, but all of these ones that we were, buying back here have been doing extremely, extremely well. Now, that's the reason why I have my biggest position in this portfolio is Solana. It's not, again, that I necessarily prefer it over Bitcoin. It's literally just quite simply that Solana had better buying opportunities this week than Bitcoin did. And my whole goal is on a weekly basis to buy at the best times that I possibly can. And over time, I genuinely believe that will stack up into me making some pretty damn good gains. So Solana currently at $1,133 with the $33 gain. I invested roughly $1,100 and I'm up by $33, so that's about a 3% gain there. Bitcoin was looking pretty decent this week. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, we only got 2 buy signals this week, so I only actually ended up buying twice. When Bitcoin gives me these 30-minute buy signals, I buy $500 worth. When it gives me an hourly signal, I buy $750 worth. When it gives me a 4-hour, I buy $1,000, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, free course coming soon. So yeah, Bitcoin was looking like that. Ethereum gave me a couple buy opportunities here. We were looking real good in the beginning of the week, realistically, but once we got this pullback, HillGrowthAgency did start giving us these DCA flashes back here, and so obviously that was just the moments in which I was doing my buying. I'm looking at Solana as well. That thing did good. AVAX had a good bit of buying opportunities. I actually missed a lot of them because I was busy, which is so annoying. But overall, I did get some pretty good buys. I got one good buy in here. I got one good buy in down here. That was around the same time that I did that sporadic Solana buy. I missed these ones down here because I was moving, or I was helping move some stuff from house to house still. But overall, again, this thing is working out well. What I would really like to do is figure out a way to connect HillGrowthAgency to maybe Pionex and set it up to where I just fund the account and then Pionex automatically buys the cryptos that HillGrowthAgency flashes on. I can try to set that up. I don't know how that works, so I'm going to try to figure that out, but I was a little bit annoyed that I missed some of these purchases down here because I was just busy, because these would have been great purchases. I mean, if I would have caught it maybe even an hour afterwards, I'd be up, a nice little 3 or 4%. I mean, it's I don't really care that much, but I definitely wish I would have got them. So anyway, looking at Chainlink here. Chainlink was some good buys. This one was actually a little bit more over. This one was right over here. What you can see here is I caught a couple good Chainlink buys here as well on these downtrends. As I told you all, not all of them are going to be positive. These are positive. This one and this one are positive that I bought. Not all of them are going to be positive. Maybe Chainlink pulls all the way back down and these both go negative. I don't care. That's not the point. I couldn't care less if these positions go negative in the short term. I want to just simply, again, dollar cost average into crypto every single week and buy at the best times possible. And this clearly was 2 of the best times possible this week for Chainlink. Kaspa was ridiculously good. This one, I don't know why. Oh, I wasn't on logarithmics. Anyway, these got shifted over a little bit, but it's all good. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What you can see here is I did get these 2 DCAs. I missed this one as well because I was busy. So aggravating, so annoying. So I definitely need to figure out that auto buy thing. I'm sure there's a way to do it. If you know how to do it, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to figure it out. But overall, I did get 2 good purchases on Kaspa here. Got this one over here on this wick to the downside, and I got this one here on this little overextension to the downside. I missed this one, this cluster of DCAs, which was a damn good purchasing time. I'm annoyed by that, but it just is what it is. Both of those turned out to do extremely well, obviously, as Kaspa's price has now rallied to the upside, and that does put our total Kaspa position at about a $47 gain, which isn't bad. That's a 22% gainer on Kaspa just on those 2 buys. So definitely excited about the way in which that's turned out. So overall, that's kind of the update on the ones that I did buy. I do believe. Oh, I had Fantom as well. Let me go check out Fantom real quick. Fantom Did pretty decent. These things got shifted so crazy. It's so annoying. There we go. And then we had this one here. There we go. It was right around there. I bought it after the fact on that one. Yeah, so right around there somewhere. And so what you can see here is I did get 2 good purchases on Fantom. I didn't have Fantom set up and ready to go on HG Algo yet. And so obviously I wasn't able to pick up these ones back here, which just sucks because these were great purchases, right? Even if you did pick up one of these, that's a freaking 9-10% gain. Oh, by the way, HG Algo, the link is down in the description below. If you want to use it, you can. Some people ask me if I was ever going to make it public. It is public. You can check it out down below. We're actually running a promo right now where you can get it 20% off on a monthly basis. So just go check it out if you want to. But overall, as I mentioned before, got 2 pretty damn good purchases here on Fantom, and that did put my position up pretty dang on well as well. So overall, that's kind of the update on what I bought this week. I didn't buy any meme coins. I was a little bit aggravated by this as well because I was freaking busy and I made a mistake. Over in HG Access, you guys know, is where we do our kind of meme coin investing and stuff like that. The link to that's down there as well. We had one, dude. We had this one, Wojak Fork. We got this alpha report go out. I can't remember what influencer posted it because HG Access is a server in which a bunch of influencers contribute a bunch of alpha, including myself. And you can actually see my buys in HG Access and Connor Kenny's buys. He should have some here. Yeah, Connor Kenny also posts his buys here. And we're going to have like 4 or 5 other creators posting their buys in here. So it could be a good place to check out. Anyway, I wanted to get on this one and I literally pulled this thing up. And I was going to buy it. And then I had to go help move a trailer from one person's truck to another truck because they got stuck on the trailer hitch and I had to go help them. And I literally forgot to buy it. And it was at 23 cents, right around 24 cents, right whenever we first bought it, or right whenever it first popped up. And then what you can see here is the damn thing from that point forward, it was way back here. After we posted about it, dude, it literally went up to like 49 cents. It 100% gained fast. And now it's back to break even, which is cool. But it's just annoying because I missed out on that because I had to go help with the trailer hitch. But so that was the only meme coin that actually popped up on my radar this week that I was going to buy. And I literally forgot to buy it because I had to leave immediately. So overall, the only purchasing I did this week and the past week was with HG Algo and going in towards this portfolio. Obviously, very, very happy and very satisfied with it. Looking at, a roughly $121 gain just in the last week. And I do want to continue to build this portfolio up. I'm probably going to try to get this portfolio to 6 figures over the course of the next year, roughly, just kind of depending on the progress and the growth of the cryptos that I'm holding. And I do also plan on adding some more. This week coming up, I'm adding BNB, I'm adding Matic, I'm adding probably XRP, even though I'm not really a huge XRP guy. And I'm adding a couple smaller ones like Render. I'm adding Cadena. I'm adding a couple more, okay? So I do plan on building this portfolio out, but this was kind of just my base, my foundation, what I wanted to start with. So overall, I hope you guys do enjoy the transparency. It's a lot more transparent than I usually ever am. Feels a little weird, but I think I'll get used to it. But I want to show you guys exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, etc. Like I mentioned before, if you want to see real time what I'm buying, check out my Patreon. If you want to apply HG Algo to your own purchases so you can just completely remove emotions from your investing and simply just go off of data, which I suggest people to do, is remove emotions from their investing. Check out HG Algo down below. You will get 20% off on a monthly basis. If you want to see what a bunch of creators are buying, meme coins, our trades, etc., you can check out HG Access. And then again, I do have a free course that is coming out pretty soon here. No upsells, nothing like that. Literally just me going over my strategy of how I do this. Okay. And so with that in mind, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, let me know in the comments below. I can continue to do this. I do plan on doing this again on a weekly basis, just recapping you on every single thing that I buy. Let me know what you think. I think you'd enjoy this, but I'll just take your feedback and kind of go with it from there. So let me know what you think. Of course, I hope you guys did enjoy again, and I appreciate you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.